Greetings Raiders, Cave here. Arc Raiders is currently dealing with more than one exploit controversy. We've got a duplication glitch, we've got a gun modification balancing concern, and we've got Reddit completely divided. So today, we're going to be checking it all out and answering the one big question. Should players who abuse these exploits be banned from Arc Raiders? Before we break this down, drop a comment right now. Ban or warning, and explain why. Now, quick disclaimer before we do start, I have not personally experienced these issues myself yet. I'm obtaining this information from community discussions across Reddit, Discord and X, and relaying what players are reporting in real time, so please view this at your own discretion. With that said, let's get into it. And if you're enjoying these Arc Raiders updates, news, debates, and occasional gameplay, then please take a moment to like, subscribe, comment, and hit notifications. So let's discuss the duplication glitch first. After the recent patch, players discovered a duplication exploit. I won't explain how it works, but the reported result was simple. Items that are supposed to be scarce were duplicated in large quantities. So, in an extraction shooter built on scarcity, risk versus reward, stash progression, PvPvE tension, that's a serious integrity issue. Clips circulating online are showing grenade spam, gadget stacking, players running far more equipment than intended. When duplication hits an economy-driven game, trust can get shaken fast. Alrighty, so this one is from Grey Blossom here on Reddit. This was just posted about 8 hours ago. So he says, sorry for the English, no worries buddy. There is a new bug that allows to detach mods from a weapon and keep the effect of a detach mod. So essentially you can put a mod on, keep the effects and then detach it, and then I think put it in your safe pocket. Okay, so you can attach golden stock, for example, to a Sticher 5, or I think Sticher 4, sorry, and detach within a raid and put it in a safe pocket and wreck some people with that positive fire rate without actually having the risk of actually losing that modification. So that's something, if it's true, that clearly needs to be sorted out. Onto the gun modification / Sticher issue. Now, I just want to confirm this might just be a parody post, all right? But I'm just going to report it as I have seen it, all right? So this isn't really happening in isolation. If it is to be true, there's also been some discussion around gun modification balancing, particularly a Sticher setup that allowed the 96 round configuration well beyond what many players consider intended limits. Again, I'm not explaining how it worked, but the debate is similar anyway for context. If a weapon can be modified in a way that clearly exceeds intended balance, is using it exploiting? Some players argue if it's clearly unintended and you build around it knowingly, that's abuse. Others argue if it's in the game and not patched yet, it's fair until fixed. That opens a bigger question though about where the line sits between clever build crafting and exploit abuse, and more importantly, how developers enforce that line. And the next one here, guys, is set under the meme category, okay? So, sir, a second major exploit has hit the game, okay? Love the meme of George Bush, I believe it is, configured into AI into a Raider outfit. Okay, bruh, it's only Wednesday, and just this week, we've had duplication glitch, and now we have weapon mods glitch, so you can have a 96 round Sticher. I'm tired, boss. What do we reckon, guys? So why is the community split right now? Essentially, there are two main camps. The red camp, ban them. Let's cover that first. This group argues exploiting is cheating. It creates unfair advantage. It damages PvP integrity. It distorts the economy. If there are no consequences, future exploits will spread faster. Their view is simple. No punishment equals encouragement. And then the don't ban camp. The other side argues these issues came from system flaws, it's a developer oversight, not everyone may have understood the impact, permanent bans feel extreme, especially for a first major exploit wave. Their solution? Remove duplicated items, fix the gun modification issues if they actually exist, possibly roll back and move on. So what's the bigger picture here? This isn't just about grenades or even the Sticher. It's about enforcement philosophy. Extraction shooters live and die by economic trust, PvP integrity, consistent standards as well. If players believe progression can be bypassed or balance manipulated, confidence does erode. But overreaction can also fracture a community too, one that already is actually partially divided by the PvP versus PvE argument. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video on that one, because that's a pretty interesting topic as well. And if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So this moment essentially is going to define the tone, whatever comes from Embark next, and it's important. So what's my opinion in summary? Well, here's where I stand. I do not think players should be permanently banned this time. These exploits came from system flaws, they spread quickly, and some players may not have fully understood the long-term consequences. However, doing nothing would also be a mistake. So here's what I think should happen. Remove all duplicated items. Restore economic integrity immediately. Number 2, fix and clarify the gun modification limits, if that's actually a real thing, which would basically mean being transparent about the intended weapon balancing. And number 3, issue 1 clear. Public hard warning. Embark should clearly say, this is your one and only warning. Future exploit abuse, that is obvious, okay? So if someone accidentally abuses a system, like, I don't know, maybe a couple of times, then whatever. But if someone is continuously using the exploit game after game after game, and it can be proven, well, I think that's fair enough to maybe instigate a ban, okay? So no gray area there. And compensate legitimate players. So reward players who did not exploit. A cosmetic, a badge, a loyalty marker, maybe a small stash bonus. Something that reinforces, hey, you played fair from that point forward. If someone abuses a future exploit after that warning, ban them, no debate, because the line was drawn. So guys, you know, glitches happen, but how they're handled shapes the future of a live service game in Arc Raiders. This is about trust, consistency, long-term integrity. So I'll ask again, do you think that people should be banned or just given a warning? Tell me which one and explain why in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, do like, subscribe and hit notifications so you don't miss out on future ones, guys. If you do want those balanced Arc Raiders coverage without any of the drama. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you topside.